Hey man, hello and welcome to Two Grumpy Vets and a Dude. I'm your host Brian, and I am here with two of the greatest guys I've ever come across. We have Rich Chelson and the Dude, and I tell you, we have had a great week, great time, and we have just been just neck deep and completely fed up with the whole thing. I don't know about y'all if y'all have had that, but oh my gosh, have you been following this meme that I think is an old meme, but
Let's just say this. The first time I heard about it was last week at Stubborn.
yeah.
And I kind of looked at it and I just think it's kind of funny, but
Well,
you
what
know,
the first thing that brought my attention to the hawk Taw girl was what movie is this? And it was a black guy, the hawk Taw girl, and then a Down syndrome kid. And I was like, what in the world is this? And I was like, okay, well, okay. And I was thinking criminal, black guy, because he had an orange jumpsuit on. I was
mhm.
just like, okay, what's going on here? Okay, so what's up uh and the only thing I keep thinking of was the television series that had I want to say his name was Chucky, but it wasn't. That's not right. But he was the Down syndrome kid, and he ends up uh getting finding a Down syndrome girlfriend, and it was not a
Oh,
sitcom,
no,
but it was
that
kind of
series.
a comedy drama, like a
Right, right.
Thursday evening drama, something like that. But anyhow, I was like that, and I got nothing. And then I was like going, okay, so what? I kind of started looking around on Reddit, and because I just took the picture, copy of the picture, and I threw it up onto image search on Google.
Mhm.
Great tool if you're ever trying to figure something out. And they were all talking about, well, it's like the middle is Hawk Taw, so it was Black Hawk Down. Is the name of it was the movie that they were talking about
Oh,
because of
okay,
Black
okay.
Hawk
Yeah.
Claw, and then Down syndrome. And I was like, oh God, that's horrible. That's terrible. And I'm going to hell because I left. So,
I'll just say this at Stubborn, it was being made into a joke, because they was basically laughing at the girl and because I guess it was a TikTok video and this girl just kind of just went crazy with it and everyone's laughing at her. So,
yeah, well, the original video was this girl who apparently ended up getting fired from her preschool, being a preschool teacher, because, and like I said, I think it's an old video because I remember seeing something like that a couple of years ago. Some girl who was just drunk, being raucous at college and stuff, and
right.
you just want to go off and spit on that thing, and just that I seem to remember that being a couple of years ago. Now it could just be that my mind's making it up, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, she single handedly turned June into heterosexual topics. So for being Pride Month, she kind of took over. So
Well, okay, I looked up hawk tall, right?
yep.
And basically it's I mean, it's when you hawk a loogie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's just all it is, and everyone's just fascinated by that.
Yeah, well, just the way that because she she was just like, and you just whoa, and just
Right.
her whole action was just amazing, and it was funny. I get it. She was trying to be as as lively as possible as you could, and it was just a lot of really overacting and the so yeah, she was. It was an interesting little situation there, but yeah, I mean, good God, last week just I mean, it took over. I saw more of that than the cold Bernie Sanders meme that took off, 4 or 5 years ago,
Oh,
8
yeah.
years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah, I remember seeing that every once in a while.
Chili Bernie.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember it now.
yeah.
And I've seen this in so many different places to me now, and it's only what been 2 weeks or whatever when this appeared. It's like it's getting fucking old now.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
It wore out really quick. So
Oh yeah.
well,
And
it
I saw a
shouldn't last
thing come
much longer.
across the Facebook feed that that phrase in an Indian language, and I don't remember what tribe the Facebook blip said that it was good friends or something like that.
well,
And
yeah. If you got a hawk claw, you'd be a pretty good friend too.
there is absolutely no doubt about that one. However, they're like offended that she's using it in that frame or in that
Oh
where
yeah,
she's
because
using that for, and I'm like, okay, come on now. An Indian nation is offended by her using that because it was one of their phrases.
because
As,
it's an onomatopoeia. So
but I'm like, okay, what, but if it's on the internet, what
it's
was the
got to
thing
be
a long
true.
time ago? It's got to be true.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
So
You're right. Got to be
oh
true,
heck. So anyhow, so Ron, what have you been up to this week?
man. Just dealing with the heat, just like you.
Damn, that is some serious. Well, and I keep saying it, acting like it's something new. I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
it is
shit.
Texas.
Texas.
It
Oh,
gets to triple digits regularly, but every time it
yeah.
happens, it's just like son of a gun, man. I kind of like the cold weather here, man. Just
And yes, I've been to Oklahoma. Was stationed at Fort Sill for a while, and that was
it's
the
out there.
one year that I was there. It in the month of May, it hit the record of 30 out of 31 days was over 100 degrees, and
Yeah.
out of that, I think it was either 12 or 13 days in May were over 110. So I
Mm-hmm.
was stationed there at that time, and I'm not getting any younger. Yeah, but I'd rather be in the warmth than in the fucking cold any day of the week. Me and cold don't like each other, and I certainly don't like white air. So for those of you that don't know what white air is, that is snow. Can't stand snow anymore. Would much rather be in the heat. However, yeah, it's warm. I think we hit 103 with a heat index of 110 today, and
Damn.
it's supposed to, and that heat trough that is sitting over top of Texas and Oklahoma is supposed to be here for roughly the next week, and we'll be in the hundreds. And I know Oklahoma, you guys are already hitting what 105 ish.
About that, yeah. Or
Yeah,
something.
for this, yeah.
Rich, how
And
how
so
many how many close to the triple digits have you come to yet, or is the Gulf Stream keeping it off you and keeping it
Oh
blowing
no,
away
no,
from
no,
you?
no, 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 no. No, it's been even before I left, we was hitting 103, 104 field temperatures. Okay, but since I've been back, we've actually been kind of cool. We've only been at 99 with the
Oh,
field
okay.
temperature. So I mean, it's the weather's been kind of nice.
Well, the
Uh,
hottest day in June for Mississippi shows to be in 1936, thanks to global warming. Y'all hit 111.
wow. I will say out in Oklahoma, I saw one day it was like 96, 97 with a 108 field temperature.
Yeah,
So
that
yeah, I
doesn't
was
surprise me. Yeah, we
yeah,
we
no.
we usually
Oh,
catch some type of heat and a little bit of humidity, especially if you're over east of the I-35 corridor.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're west, the further west you go, the drier it gets. So
Right.
so yeah, and yeah, Oklahoma was the hottest day in June was 117 degrees, and that was back in 53.
Wow.
Um, Texas had actually hit 120 back in 94.
53. That's when you guys were in fucking junior high, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. You was just starting college, right?
Yeah. As a matter of fact. And then moved over to, what was it, the next decade? Moved over to Woodstock.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah.
See, and
Yeah, no,
that was interesting. Go ahead, dude.
we ain't that old. We old, but we
We
ain't that
old.
old.
Well,
You're right.
what I was looking at here was this little map that I've got. It's let's see here. Hey, you know what? I've got. Let's see here. Where is my?
What have you got?
I was looking. I'm
Enlighten
looking
us.
at this map, but okay. See, where's my? Nope, not the whiteboard, not the apps. All right, let's. What we got
What
going?
you trying to do on Zoom, dude? You scare me.
Share screen. There we go. Boom. Let's see here. There we go. Boing. So there we go. All right.
Oh, there we go. Okay, cool.
So yeah, this is the map of the June statewide statewide high temperature records for June, and like down here in Alaska. They actually back in 1915 again, because we are because of global warming, like everyone likes to proclaim, they actually had 100 degrees back then.
Right.
Now, freaking Hawaii, of all places, they got to a sweltering 96 degrees back in 2018.
It's like, God forbid. I mean, if freaking Hawaii wasn't so freaking liberal, I would love to go live there.
Yeah. Well, they from what I hear, I mean, it's Mississippi's not the most conservative state, or at least they don't have the most conservative politicians, I guess would probably be a better way to phrase that. So,
honestly, that I don't. I eat seafood. I'm down by the Gulf. I give no damn about anything.
and don't care.
No, I don't care. I'm like freaking Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville, baby.
As long as the bar has the big ass fans, who cares?
Exactly.
And as long as it is, you can turn around from the bar and step right onto the beach. Right?
That's even better, man. And there's a few places that are like that.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
So it's like, yeah, it's like, why the hell do I care about anything else?
You got your sand, you got your radio, you got your Jeeps. We're good.
And like you like to say, I don't give nay damn.
That's right. I don't give nay damn.
So, all right. So, well, let's go ahead and let's get ourselves. Well, no, Rich, why don't you give your report? You had one fun-filled, action-packed, crazy weekend.
Weekend is like, a week and a half, but it was a long. It was a long weekend.
It was a long weekend.
No, it was
very long weekend.
right. But no, I did make it home in one piece. The Jeep made it home in one piece, so we're good.
No, it didn't. The Jeep did not make it home in one piece.
God, that's right. That's right. I lost the lens cover. That's right. I lost the lens cover. Damn it.
Beat up your fender. See, that's you got to be like mine now. Yeah, that's just it. You got to be like mine now. Take the fenders off.
But dude, I like the fenders, man.
I know you do.
I mean, Honestly, I really do. But yeah, part of me wants to take fenders off. I don't know. I'm still working on that. But anyway, after last Thursday, we have finished out the weekend, and it was a big old party on Saturday. Uh, couple snafus on stage, nothing major. We fixed them right then. It was just stuff that we didn't foresee happening. And then came back, unloaded everything, and I just took my time getting home, and I'm home, thank God. And I got about 3 more weeks, and I got to go back out there again. And I know Mr. Brian's going to be out there,
Yep.
dude.
Yep. I'm gonna bring my P4, and we're
Okay.
gonna do a live. We're gonna do a live in person. So yeah, dude, you need to be there for us.
You gonna be able to be up, dude?
That is still way up in the air, mainly because of finances. I ain't planned on it because, well, you guys know my financial
Yeah.
issues right
Right.
now. So,
Okay.
if I
Well,
would love to, but
well, if you
maybe I
can,
could
it
get
would.
maybe if I could get me a GoFundMe page.
Well, try it. You never know.
How much do you
No,
need to be able to get down there and back, or up there?
do what?
Said, how much do you need to get up there and back?
I think gas was for the round trip was like 150, but I got to get the trailer registered, and that's another 80. So,
Ooh, yeah.
So,
All right, so
But
there we go, guys. We need Mr. Ron needs about $500. If y'all would like to be able to help, y'all can shoot about $500 worth of satoshis over to him. Would love to be able to see that come roll in. Y'all can
or a
do that through
fiat
a modern
currency would be
podcasting
help.
app over at newpodcastapps.com or podcasting2.org/apps. So y'all can be able to send, or if y'all want to just send some money through PayPal, we can also receive it that way also, if you want to send just the regular fiat style currency. So there's a quick little ask. So anyhow, all right. So back on over to Grumpy Rich. What do you got? And what else happened? So how was the rally? Was it a wild and crazy rally like they have up in, like, what is it, Sturgis?
Yeah, no,
No,
not really this year. It was
no gang fights.
no. Oh no,
Oh,
no. That
body count was
there,
abnormally low then, huh?
not really. I mean, it's probably two, 300 people. But you see, from last year, there was probably 400 to 500 people last year or more. But I mean, they were more of a wild crowd, whereas this crowd was a lot more conservative. I mean, they were still fun, had a good time, but you see, the first year we saw boobies all over the place.
Okay.
And this past weekend, I think I only saw 5 or 6 pair of boobies.
Well,
yeah, right. I mean, I mean, although the ones I saw were very nice, I was very thankful to partake in the viewing of these ladies volunteering. Well, one of them showed them for beads, so you know. But
mistook it for Mardi Gras, huh?
oh yeah, but no, seriously, everyone was cool. I mean, and it was funny because some of the people we had well that were there last year that we didn't get to meet or didn't know they were there, when they saw us show up, they was like, oh hell, you're back, fuck yeah, ooh, it's a party. And we're just looking at them like, yeah, well, no idea who you are, but thanks, man, appreciate it.
Apparently, you weren't drunk enough to forget us. So, all right, that's a good thing.
Yeah, right, that's a good thing. In fact, someone even came down and gave us some moonshine because we didn't take no shine with us.
Oh,
We
wow.
just took beer. Okay. And honestly, I didn't drink that much this time. I was drinking God, I was drinking water like it was going out of style.
I bet. Yeah, with
But
100
oh
down
yeah,
like it
but
is.
but I mean, yeah, I took a couple sips of shine. I mean, it was okay shine. I've had better.
I was going
Let's
to
put it
say,
that
is it
way.
anywhere close to Matt's?
No,
No.
no, it
Matt's is
wasn't.
amazing. I don't know what he does to get to scrub that burn out, but by gosh, there is no burn. There's
No,
no
no burn.
fire. It just is.
Well, I've got some in the fridge because when I was coming home, uh, I was packing up the night before, and Matt just reaches up, grabs a jar, and sets it down because it's he calls it swamp water, and and it's just as smooth as the lemonade.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
yeah, you
My
don't.
wife enjoyed of course, I enjoyed the fact that she did enjoy what was it, caramel,
Caramel apple,
yeah, the
was it?
caramel apple, yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
like the caramel apple. Yeah, that was pretty good.
yeah. That was
Yep.
good. Like I said, the wife liked it, and I am so grateful that she did too. So
But yeah, no, it was. I mean, other than that, it was. I don't know. It was crazy because it. I mean, for being our second year, like I said, we only had a couple, two hiccups. That was it. Other than that, it would have been a perfect show for the whole week. And I mean, it was just an actual good time. We didn't kill ourselves, you know. And then so yeah, we broke down and unloaded and all like that on Monday. And I came home and I had to run to the VA today, go to ortho. And other than that, I'm just kind of chilling right now, running some ideas in my head
okay,
that we can talk about later on. Nothing
okay,
bad, but just not wanting to bring them on here right now.
yeah, still got to work it through. I
Oh
understand.
yeah. I've got a lot of stuff to work through on them.
So
But so yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. And I don't know. I might wind up going and sitting down by the Gulf tomorrow. I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
yeah, hey, well, I know I was fixing to get all excited. I was like, "Holy smokes, we got somebody watching!" Oh, it's me. I'm a dumbass. So,
Getting excited.
No
Yes,
comment.
I'm
No
yeah, we
watching.
got
comment
someone watching.
there.
Oh, it's me.
Dude,
Yeah,
what
no
was you gonna
comment
say?
there.
Nope.
No comment there.
so, so,
Oh
okay.
damn.
Yeah,
And for me,
and the
not much.
emphasis would be dumb
Oh, thank
on
you.
the
Thank you.
dumbass. Oh,
Dumbass.
you're welcome. Nothing but nothing but love. Nothing but
Nothing but
love.
That's
love. I
right. No,
feel that love immensely.
that's right. Right
Yes.
here, baby. Right here. Oh shit.
So a sub error message will contain additional information as an underlying cause of this error result. Well,
Did
apparently CNN is having technical difficulties. So I think it was in the MSNBC or NBC.
go figure.
Seriously? Let me turn it on. First presidential debate hosted by CNN. Well, it's on CBS.
Oh, they got
CNN can't even get their own shit right. What's up?
there we go. Yeah.
Well, we know he's not coked up because he's blinked twice since I turned it on, and I mean those were some
I'm sitting here watching him. He hasn't blinked
hard
yet.
hard thinking blinks.
Oh, there was one. Oh, there's another one. Okay. 3. Okay. He's struggling real hard to look at something. Oh, he's he's hitting the stutter. Of course, I'd like to know how many times they've cut off the old Trump man recently, because you've seen how they've got the podium set up, right?
No, I haven't.
They actually they've got on the podium, they've got the mic that comes up, And beside the mic are two green lights. If those two green lights are on, your mic is live. So you know that they're going to, as soon as Trump's time is up, they're just going to snap that puppy off. Or if he says something that doesn't agree to their narrative, they're just going to be like, oh, let's turn that off so that the president can continue to talk. But what is up with the look that he is making?
What, Trump?
Trump, yeah, he's got this like looking directly at the camera is not good for Trump. He has got this. I don't know how to scowl. He is scowling.
Yeah, he does have a scowl, that's for sure.
So I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to turn it on just because I don't want to get a copyright strike against us for you know.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
because it is copyrighted. Oh my God.
Yeah. You have to get some written permission by.
See, I don't know why, because hearing about 30 minutes after it ends, it's going to be all over the internet.
Oh yeah, they copy it.
YouTube, everything. I mean,
oh yeah.
But
people start ripping apart, but while it's live, they can.
Oh yeah, people
chop the pieces. So,
all
right. Well, while we were kind of talking about the debate, what do y'all think about it? What do y'all think's going to happen? I haven't even paid attention to see what is the presidential debate bingo card.
Oh, basically what they're supposed to talk about.
Let's see here. Presidential debate bingo card, Biden, Trump face off. Here we go. This is what we've got. Mentions of non-existent persons or places. So if we got,
Read that again.
Not mentions of non-existent persons or places. So like Corn Pop, Corn Pop is a bad dude, or his uncle Mosey, who crashed in Papua New Guinea and got ate by cannibals. We know that didn't happen, but at the same time, if one of the presidents mentions that if Trump insults a city,
he probably will.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that.
When we go to New Orleans, it's a terrible place. It's bad. It's horrible.
Oh no, for him it'd be Michigan or Detroit.
Oh yeah, Michigan, Detroit, L.A., California, Chicago, New York.
Right.
Hunter Biden, which I mean, come on, that's
that's actually almost last year's news now.
Yeah, well, but still, it's and we know who's going to say it. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a given. Come on,
mention convicted felon.
What's that?
Where? See if somebody mentions semiconductors. I don't know why semiconductors is the big thing, but okay.
But convicted felon, the moderators are going to bring that up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and probably January 6th, because they ain't letting that shit go.
Oh no.
Trump will probably. Well, I don't know if Trump will bring up reference to Joe Biden's age or not.
Well, I mean, Biden's only like 3-4 years older than Trump, and Trump is actually 1 year older than Hillary. So,
right. And you see, this is no okay. Hang on here. Whoa, here we go.
All right, we got Rich dropping into second gear.
Right. Now, okay, hang on here. If you look at all the presidents we've had, most all of them, no one looks at you until you're in your damn 70s. Okay. If you run, in fact, Biden's the oldest president we've had
Yeah, and that's
in a long time.
I kind of agree to you as because of right now, but honestly,
dude, we lost
out in the
dude.
60s. So what?
We lost dude.
Hey,
And dude dropped.
hey, dude, get back here.
But no. You see, this is what I don't get, and this is what irks the shit out of me. The Constitution says, "Hey, dude's back.
He's back.
He's back."
Yes.
Dude, I missed you, man. I did, man. I really missed you.
Don't forget to click OK.
Yes, click OK.
Well, yeah, no, there he is. All right, yeah.
Okay. But
you're back. We missed you.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm good now. I can proceed with my
now
with my pontification.
Beautiful use of that word.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pontification.
Yes, sir. Now, but see, the Constitution allows anyone 35 years or older to run for president.
That is true.
Is it 35 or 45?
No, 35. American 35. Citizen.
Yep. Exactly. Look it up.
Not non-felon.
Right.
But however, you know, who was in this century? What is the last president that was younger than 50?
That would have been Kennedy. He was the youngest. He's the youngest president we've had.
Yes, but you see this is the thing. Every other president after him has been started in their 70s, and it's like, why don't we let someone who's younger come in? Because Biden is 81 right now. He's the oldest living serving president. If Trump gets elected in, by the time he's out after 4 years, he'll be 82 or 83, I think. It's like, why are we going with these old white fuckers?
Yeah, because I went ahead and I pulled up the list of ages, and I mean most of them, from at least from what I'm seeing as of right now, which is up to Fillmore. Actually, I can bring it up a little bit more and bring up Pierce. They range from 48 to 64 years.
Okay, but that was like
Washington was 57, John Adams 61, 57, 57, 58, 57. No big deal about that. 61, 54, 68, 51. And then Franklin Pierce, like I said, was 48 years old. He was actually really freaking young. Then Buchanan is 65.
But see, I'm talking since we've been alive.
Yeah. And the first then coming up to see from when we were alive, which I
was born in 69. Dude,
okay, so you were kicking around during Calvin Coolidge, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say something more closer to who's the president that's on the $20 bill?
$20 bill? That's Grant. No, Grant's
on the 50.
50, yeah.
Jackson, isn't it?
Yeah.
Andrew
Jackson. I thought you were in Jackson's cabinet.
Maybe for a minute, man.
So no, Kennedy was
right?
From 61 to 63. He was 43 when he started.
That was the last one right there.
That's the latest president that we've had.
Right.
The earliest president that we had. So you said you were born in
69.
69. Okay. So actually this is before you actually were during the big asshole of LBJ. So he started at 55. Nixon was 56.
Okay.
Then I came on board during Ford administration. He was 61, 52, and then Reagan came in scraping at 69.
Yeah, because Reagan ran for 8, so he was 77 when he got out.
Yep.
And then, old Slick Willie, or no,
then George Herbert Walker, he was 64.
Yeah, Daddy Bush.
Yeah. And then Bill Clinton was 46.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? He was
46 when what?
46 years when he started his presidency.
No way.
When he was 54. Yeah.
I'll be
Wow.
some bitch. Okay. I stand corrected then.
And then George W. He was 54. And Barack Hussein Obama was 47 years old. And then we had
Put a little shake and bake on that, why don't you?
well, that's how the teachers were doing it. They were teaching the kids. They were all singing about the glories of Barack Obama. They were talking about Barack Obama. So, yeah. I just carried on. I mean, it's okay for the teachers to do it. It's okay for an old white man to do it. So, then Donald Trump was 70. Then I'm Joe Biden. I've got hairy legs. Did you know that? And
come on, man.
They're in the water. They turn almost invisible, and the kids like to play with them. So, but anyhow, he was 78 years old when he started, and
that's going to give me nightmares now. You know that.
Have you not ever heard him talk about the time about him playing and be standing in the swimming pool, and the kids would go in and play with the hair on his legs?
I've heard bits and pieces, but I've managed to keep it out of my head until now.
No. If I have to be subjected to it, so do you. Nobody gets out of this ride for free. We are all going to be traumatized. I mean, come on. I mean, and he does. Biden tells some incredible stories. I mean, they're 100% bullshit, but they're incredible stories nonetheless, because I mean, when you have someone who is talking about, Corn Pop being a bad dude and all that other stuff, we know it's a load of crap. So, but then of course, I mean, he's also claimed that he got graduated at the top of his college class, and come to find out, no, he was actually at the bottom. But anyhow,
he was upside down most of the year.
So he was upside down.
Why he thought he was at the top.
Yeah. So if back over to the bingo card, if Trump, more than likely Trump would be the one who says it, but who knows? Biden might be trying to steal jokes now and utilize the word crooked.
I doubt
perfectly innocent. If that one's used, drug test. Because I mean, he's coked on something. He is. If I could turn it on, I would love to hear if he's yelling, because that's another sign. Because he likes to talk really loud, really fast. We're gonna go really fast, and so, and then forgets to blink. So, but anyhow, the inflation blame game. If 34 counts comes about, Mod's accused of not playing fair. If someone trips. I'm surprised they hadn't mentioned that if someone doesn't actually start wandering off stage. So, or they talk about infrastructure. Then there's China. Trump debuts a new nickname. He's great at those nicknames too. He's amazing. References
that he is.
Rigged. January 6th is another one. Border crisis. Obama. Putin. Pooty poot. I'm surprised people haven't pulled that one out of the closet, because that's what George W. claims he used to call Putin was old pooty poot. So
right. I think I remember hearing him say that once or twice.
Yeah.
When he was in office. I mean, if he said it, it is recorded somewhere and it is available. You just have to find it.
You just have to find it. Yep. Then we've got an awkward brag about black voter support.
Yeah, that would be Biden, I think, would say that.
Well, yeah. Because I mean, when Trump brags about his black voter support, he's got the black. I mean, he
does.
Drug in. I forget how many people were actually there, but he drug in a huge group of folks in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
and Biden's having trouble just filling a basketball stadium.
And right, and see, that's the thing. That's like even down here. A lot of people love Trump down here. White, black, they don't care.
No.
You know, you see. In fact, I was talking to a young lady today when I went and washed my Jeep finally.
Okay.
You know, from playing in the mud up there in Oklahoma. I hadn't washed my Jeep since, you know, and so I washed it, and I was talking to this young lady, real sweetheart, named Shelby, and you know, we were talking about how down here people just, you know, if like one of the towns got hit by a tornado like a couple years ago or whatnot, right?
Right.
And even though at the time this girl was in high school and the town that got hit, it was their rival for sports, they still came together and cleaned up and rebuilt that so they could get back to doing what they was doing. And
right.
you know, it's like you know, and that's the thing. It wasn't just white people.
No,
It was
and
everybody.
but
it was
that's
a freaking community. And
right.
and this is what,
and that right there shows the fact of why you don't want the government to support. Because
exactly.
Mississippi, they got together, they helped each other out, especially after
Katrina.
Katrina. Thank you. I was trying to think. I was fixing to try to say Henrietta, and I was like, no, that ain't the fucking deal. So, but anyhow, Katrina, and they got hit just as hard as
Nolans.
as New Orleans did.
Yeah.
New Orleans still has not recovered from Katrina.
Exactly. They haven't, not fully. Mississippi, shit. Mississippi
Was
rebuilt.
back together and was up and running within like 4 or 5 months. I mean, it was
Yeah.
some incredible amount. I mean, it was just insane.
And see, that's the thing. I mean, people down here, and you know, like when I was talking with Miss Shelby today, I was like, you know, up north, if you go up north, you don't see that. Everyone's separate. Oh no, I can't help you. I can't help you. You know, and it's wrong. You know, and you see, the thing is, in the 50s and 60s and 70s, you know, even early 80s, I would say, early to mid 80s, we still had that. It wasn't, this is my opinion now, it wasn't until the 90s and on past was when people were just like, no, I ain't gonna help no goddamn buddy. I don't give a shit. You know, it's like, no, people. So in the last 30 years, it's gone downhill. You know,
Oh yeah.
I mean, because back when we was growing up, shit, we'd have street parties, we'd have block parties with all the kids.
Oh yeah,
and the parents.
block parties were the shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And now it's like, oh no, little Johnny, you can't ride down the street because someone might snatch you and, you know, take you for human trafficking, or someone might run you over because they're not paying attention. Which, I mean, sadly, that's a possibility.
I mean, both of them are true, and I mean that the kidnapping thing sadly has increased dramatically, and that's just because we don't pay attention to who's coming into this country anymore.
Well, no, you're right.
That's not the important thing. It's like, they're refugees. Bullshit. They ain't fucking refugees. Stop trying to win people's emotions over or manipulate people's emotions with the improper use of words. Sorry, not buying it. Not going to buy it, and you can't make me. They're not newcomers. They're illegal aliens.
Exactly.
But they're asylum seekers. Yeah, but it doesn't mean they have asylum right now. They're just seeking it. So why don't they go ahead and hang back someplace else and wait until their asylum hearing is heard?
Right. But yeah, no, and see, that's the thing though. And then everyone wants to cry foul when it happens, like, oh my God, I didn't. Yes, if you would have opened your fucking eyes and paid attention and known where your kids were,
right,
and took more of a charge in your child's life, and made a more of a loving and well-disciplined home, guess what? You wouldn't have this fucking problem.
Precisely.
You know,
and like
Go
like
ahead, dude.
myself, yeah, we grew up in the '70s as kids because I was born in '67. But drinking out of the hose, riding in the back of a pickup truck, not wearing seat belts, not having a helmet or shoes while
Right.
you're riding a bike and or skateboard. Um, you got kicked out of the house after dinner and was told not to come back in until the lights came on, the street lights.
Mhm.
However, yeah, we had neighborhoods with a lot of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I can walk out my neighborhood. It's a very quiet neighborhood. I know the two houses down on the left, I know them. The two houses down on the right, the one across the street, and the one either side of that. Other than that, I have no idea who my other neighbors are,
Right.
you know. And yeah, we used to, when I was a kid, with all the boys that were on my block, we would set up on the street and we had a bike racing course set up in the neighborhood. You went down the
Mm-hmm.
street, you turned around in this person's driveway, you came out this person's driveway, went back up on the street, went into this person's driveway, went up the sidewalk, went out this person's driveway, and then turned around. And then when you hit the street light, that was the finish line. We had enough bikes across a regular, neighborhood street where all the kids, if we were lined up on that start finish line at the street light, all the bikes would go across the road
Right.
and we could touch each other. We'd have 20, 25 kids with their bikes racing.
Right.
And the parents, we went outside and the parents didn't have to worry about it because they knew.
Mm-hmm.
And having block parties, yeah, we had, quite a few block parties growing up. So it was, but now nobody wants to get to know their neighbor.
No,
They
they
they,
don't.
they don't go outside. They don't get nobody wants to know anybody else, but yet they want to know each other out on the highways as they're passing you, telling you that you are the number one driver out there on the road, and everybody's in such a hurry to get no place.
Right.
It is just totally incredible. You
That,
know,
that it
um,
is. That it is. But yeah, seeing that's the thing, it's like, why don't we just bring back just a little bit of niceness? Because it'll spread like wildfire once it takes off.
yeah. And I've always done this, that I have the ability to do this because you guys seen the back of my Jeep. I got a freaking mechanic shop in the back of my Jeep.
Yep.
Right.
With the hydraulic jack. Even before I had all that, I would stop and help anybody on the side of the road to help them change their tire. Why? Because I'm physically capable of helping out,
Yeah.
or if they didn't need my help, but I stopped. Nobody will stop and help anybody stranded on the side of the road.
Nope.
I do. And I had one girl that, before I got stopped to help her, they had been there for over an hour and nobody stopped. Nobody. And this is on I-35, a major interstate.
Oh yeah.
Nobody
No.
stopped to
Yeah.
help.
And
It is
and
just
probably probably everyone that passed, I'd say maybe 10% even saw her. Saw them.
not 10%. I can guarantee you that 40% saw them. And then, their thought is, well, sucks to be you.
Well,
Right.
I mean, a lot of times there's a good chance that a lot of them are, well, that sucks to be you, but also a lot of them probably going, well, they've already got somebody coming to help them.
Well, true, because you got cell phones, and I mean, most insurance plans are or
Got
car
roadside
payment
assistance
plans.
of some
Yeah,
sort.
you've got roadside assistance, and they're just
Yeah,
waiting.
yeah, and that's very true. But I will still stop, and if they say, "Hey, I got roadside assistance," then I'll go on my merry way. But at
Right.
least I stopped. What is it to me? It's 15, maybe 15, 20 minutes out of my life.
Right.
Yeah.
To that other person, I've helped young ladies, older couples. To them, it's priceless.
Yeah.
But it was 15, 20 minutes out of my life that I have the tools to be able to do that. It got the tire changed and we're on our merry way.
Yeah.
And
We just need to get more people to do that.
you're very right. And I have always had the philosophy that if I stop to help somebody and I get shot, killed, whatever, then that was God's intention for me. Because
Right.
you don't know how you're going to go, you don't know when you're going to go.
That's
But
true.
if I had good intents with what I was doing, if it cost me my life, it cost me my life. But I'll still stop and help.
Right.
Again, it's 15 minutes out of my life to where somebody else, it is priceless.
That's true.
Well, holy smokes, I didn't realize that.
What?
Kinky Friedman died.
Yeah,
Who's
I
that?
saw that on the news today.
Well, he is Kinky Friedman is a well known. He ran for governor once, didn't he?
I'm sure I don't remember what
Or
position
was
he
it
ran for,
president?
but I think it was president. If I'm not mistaken, I think he threw in for presidency because that name, and I knew who it was, but that name sounds familiar now. I think he did do for president, but yeah,
Right.
he was also a Texas singer.
Yeah, yeah, he was
Was
known
his,
as a Texas singer. So,
Oh, see,
yep.
yeah. See, I never knew that. I'd never heard of him.
see here. But he was a bit of a character.
Really?
So, see here. Oh, yeah, there you go. Some of the I figured there'd be some people and some comments that come up. Some of the interesting things that Kinky Friedman says. One of his quotes is, if I get elected, the first thing I will do is demand a recount. Fool and his money are soon elected. There is a fine line between fiction and nonfiction. I believe I snorted it in 1976. I believe musicians can run this state a lot better than politicians. We just don't get too much done in the morning. Remember, y'all is singular and y'all is plural. All y'all is plural possessive. So, so yeah, you got y'all, and all y'alls. So, money can buy you a fine dog, but only love can make him wag his tail. Friedman's just another word for nothing left to lose. So, yeah. He was, I remember him making, if it was the presidency, I believe it was. More gets talking about it. Let's pull up his actual name was Richard Samet Friedman. Singer, songwriter, novelist, humorist, politicians, columnist for Texas Monthly.
Okay. Yeah. See, I must be a Texas thing.
Yeah. Music career, writing career, politics, 86, 2000, began to ostensibly was serious through colorful campaign, become the governor of Texas In 2006, he stated his goal was to was the de-wussification of Texas. Among his campaign slogans were "How hard could it be?" Why the hell not? My governor is a Jewish cowboy, and he ain't kinky. He's my governor.
Oh God.
Friedman also hoped to follow the footsteps of entrepreneurs turned governors, including Jimmy Davis, Jesse Ventura, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronald Reagan. Ventura even campaigned with Friedman on his elections. Friedman released a statement in 2013 announcing his intent to again run for Texas Agricultural Commissioner as a Democrat. That's probably what his downfall was on why he couldn't get that.
Switching over to the Democrat side.
Yeah, they ain't gonna win you anything.
Unless he was a Democrat in the first place.
He probably was.
Well, you see, that's the thing though. Them old school Democrats, I could kind of deal with them a whole lot better than what we have today, because you could still actually have a conversation with the Democrat, and even though you two didn't agree, y'all can still be friends in the morning.
We can still talk. Exactly.
Yeah, you know, but and the thing is, believe it or not, the old school Democrats did once in a while, or more often than once in a while, have a pretty damn good idea.
Sometimes,
that with a little tweaking and compromise on both sides could make it work for the whole country. Except for nowadays, they're like, oh no, you can be any fucking gender you want. You can whack your pecker off or put a pecker on. It don't matter. You can call yourself a litter box if you want. And that's accepted, and it's like, no, you got man and you got woman. That's what God made everybody that way.
Or more appropriate is dude or dudette.
By God.
So
that's right. And I will agree with Rich. I'm a Christian and I believe in what the Bible says. God was made. Let's see, how does that slogan go? Adam was made for Eve, not for Steve.
Right.
I am one man and woman, and that's it. Again, identifying as an animal, as a object, and God forbid if we are not politically correct in saying that, okay, well, you're a litter box. Yes, I will talk to you as a litter box. No, dumbass. Let's see. What were you born as? Male or female?
Well, see, the thing is, I don't have a problem with lesbians or gays or anything like that. You do you, boo. That's fine. Just don't force it down my throat. Okay. And do not force me to address you as they or them or Mr. or Mrs. Litterbox or whatever, because that dog ain't gonna fly right there. I'm sorry. Because it just is stupid. It's like show me the law where I have to call you what you want to be called, because if that's the case, you call me King Richard. By God.
Yeah,
I'm gonna own it.
And okay. And if you don't like my verbalism towards you on what you want to be called, all you have to do is turn around and walk away.
Get to stepping, baby.
Get to stepping, because I'm not, you know what, personally, I'll get to stepping because I'm not going to listen to it.
Right.
You can stand and preach and do whatever the hell you want. No, I really ain't got time for that crap. I'm just going to mosey on.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're freaking harshing my buzz, man. I need a coffee or I need beer or anything but here, I mean, I need something.
Anything.
Right? Orange juice. Who gives a shit? I just need. Oh my God.
You
Shit.
know,
Brian,
and
you done
yeah.
got me wound up. I need some more what I gotta turn my AC down because I'm getting all hot and sweaty over here because I'm getting so wound up.
Well, at least you got AC. I don't want to hear that shit. At least you got AC,
What?
damn it.
What? I thought your AC guy was supposed to come fix you up.
No, that's tomorrow.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, it's 86 in my house.
God bless. Whew. That's where you actually take some old sheets and you use the old dust bowl uh, form of air conditioning, where you take the sheets, you dunk it in the water, and then you
Um,
nail it up in front of the doorway. You put a fan behind, or just either right in front of the sheet or behind the sheet, and it blows through.
yeah, yeah.
Because
Well,
that way
a I got a
you get
window
cooler.
unit. Yeah, I got a window unit though,
Okay.
and a fan trying to blow, the cool air around. Maybe I should go get some ice cubes and put them in a bowl and set them in front of the fan. I wonder if that would
Well,
help. Probably
actually, well,
would.
that was the next thing I was going to say is you could also do the old uh, poor man air conditioner. And this thing
Yeah.
actually works really freaking well if you're willing to do a little bit of work. But you get just a styrofoam cooler
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and
Uh-huh.
get a little bitty fan. You cut a hole in the top. You set the fan down on top of the cooler. And then on the other side, you actually drill a couple holes with some PVC pipe that points out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fill the cooler up with ice. Turn the fan on, and
Yep.
and then sit in front of it naked.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
and that's a visual I didn't want tonight, but thank you. Oh my God.
Woo!
Wow, Brian, you are full of visuals, man.
Well, what are you going to sit there all bundled up and under clothes or something? I mean, come on,
Well,
no.
no,
If you're at your house by yourself, yeah, you're going to be as close to naked, chilling out the berries as much as you can, man. Because there's nothing worse than having a sweaty crotch.
no, that I won't argue that point. I'm not
So
gonna
I mean,
I ain't gonna
that's
fight you
that's
on that.
that's one of the biggest crimes that the automakers have made in the past 40 years is taking out the ball chiller vent on the steering wheel
Yes.
column.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, you're right, because that was really nice.
That
But
was
Yep.
very
Right
nice.
up. Yep. Yep.
but
Right underneath the steering wheel column.
Yep.
but some newer cars now have heated and cool seats, so they've kind of brought that back, but I hear more about heated seats than I hear about
Oh
cooled
yeah.
seats.
Well, you want the heated seats that way,
Well, I
that way
don't
your butt
because
doesn't catch frostbite. So in the wintertime.
well, you
But
well you,
you're down in Mississippi. I mean,
exactly no. You see, in the wintertime, I'm probably going to be wearing shorts.
well, you say that. I give you one more year of you're going to wander around in shorts, and then the following year they're
Uh-huh.
going to dip down into the mid 50s, and I'm going to see you in a sweatshirt, bundled up, and you're going to be bitching about how cold it is. I'm going to have to move down
Clothes
to
on,
Florida now.
And
insulated
he's going to
It's
boots.
put,
cold.
and then he's going to put turn the heater switch on his Jeep to have the heated seat turned on, just like I do. Now, now my inner, or what do I have? Whatever Cascadia is, what is that? Not international.
Freightliner.
Freightliner. Freightliner. I got a cooling seat, a cooling
Really?
driver's seat. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
damn! Aren't you lucky?
It don't cool for shit, but unless you are freaking soaking wet with sweat, then you will feel the cooling, just a little bit of the cooling aspect
Cooling
on the seat.
Oh really?
Other than that, you don't feel crap.
Oh, that
Now
sucks.
the heated seat in the wintertime in my truck, man, you talk about crisping or getting the oh shit.
Ye-
Let me think
ye-
for just a second.
Got them all worked up
Uh,
now.
yeah, roasting the chestnuts.
warming up the chicken nuggets.
Yes, yes. My seat gets quite warm. It will definitely it'll crisp the nuggets, that's for damn sure.
Oh my God, man, some of the shit we come up with.
Or roasting the chestnuts. Yeah.
Yeah, shit. There's like 3 or 4 good titles we've railed out here just in the
Oh,
last
heck yeah.
15, 20 minutes.
Now, earlier we were talking about, we're going to completely change the subject because I want to get fired up my damn self. Um, Before we started the podcast, we were talking, you had mentioned something about a freaking U-turn sign.
Oh, you want to talk about U-turn signs being homophobic?
What, where the hell is that started now?
Okay.
Who the
Well,
hell is
if
homophobic
we look
about the
back
U-turn?
back in the 50s, or not the 50s, the 80s and 90s, San Francisco.
Okay.
All right.
Hold up, I'm trying to bring up the actual
Now, is this something stemming from back then that is
well, this is the story they like to tell themselves. Um turns
Is it you're turning into I I don't freaking a U-turn sign. Please.
Well, because there's one person that in here that I really
okay?
want to make sure I get their name correct.
Okay, I just pulled something up. The no U-turn signs were posted in 1997 in response to residents' complaints that the boulevard had become a hotspot for gay men looking for sex partners. And I don't quite.
Well, they would be driving down the road and they would see a dude walking, a gay dude, not our dude, but a gay dude walking down the
No, hell no.
walking down the street. And apparently, I guess because I'm having to assume that the no U-turn sign was about, that they would see a gay dude walking down the street and they would go, oh, hey, I wouldn't mind slobbing that dude's knob, crank a big old hard Yui in the middle of the road and go over and talk to him. Now that's all I can guess. But what I was looking for was, because one of the main proponents, I think he is, and I'm going to say he, even though I'm sure I probably am going to get shut down because I actually said that. But the the main person's name on behind this, I think, uh is it
Is it maybe?
maybe a girl is his
Yeah.
name.
Maebea
Yeah.
period.
And yeah,
Yeah.
they're running for Congress, or did run for Congress or something, but anyhow, for District
City
30.
council. Yes, city council of
Well,
LA.
he's running now for, if you go to maybe a girl for Congress.org. Yeah, that's going to be a winner of a freaking that'd be a shit show to watch, wouldn't it? But
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at Pete Buttigieg.
yeah, well, but I love what he's running on. Universal health care. Yeah, that's not going to cost anything. California's got plenty of freaking money, Yeah, they're swimming in cash. Tuition free college. Again, yeah. I mean, that's not going to cost anything.
Hold it, hold it,
Housing
hold
for
it.
all.
hold it. Didn't
Well, gee, sounds
AOC
like
and the Hive
socialism.
and
Well, it
yeah,
is.
right?
Is a
But
communist.
but but the thing is, didn't AOC and the tribe run on that too?
Oh, I'm sure they probably tried a bit of it. But
AOC tried all of those.
oh yeah, well, that's what the Green New Deal was supposed to be about: environmental justice, because the environment has been wronged in so many ways. The and I love they've added more. I don't know what all these are about now, but the LGBTQIM. I know what the E and the M are, but oh well, they didn't even. He's going to end up getting himself canceled too because he didn't do the Two Spirit people. He cut them completely out. So you got the LGBTQIA EM2S plus people, or however many other letters you want to add to that.
I was gonna
Right.
say, why don't they just put the whole
Because they
fucking
don't have any
alphabet in
rights
there?
right now. They don't have any rights at all, apparently. So
Apparently.
racial
Really?
justice, I'm not sure how much more just they can have the races can be. Abolish ICE, because open borders and stuff doesn't help. It helps so much. A livable wage, again, yeah, like that's doesn't cost anything. And
Well,
reproductive rights, yeah, well, dude, sorry, but you've lopped your meat and two veggies off, so you ain't reproducing no matter how hard you try.
right.
So,
Okay, but look though. Okay, hold it. What was that first one before the reproductive rights?
oh, no more war.
Oh no, the one before that.
Before that was livable wage.
Yeah, okay, livable wage. Let's take that. They fucking jacked the minimum wage up to $20 an hour in California,
And they
and
had to
even
stop that. They were like, "Oh, whoa, we're not going to do it quite yet because all the
Burger King, McDonald's, everybody was pulling out
yeah, they were like,
because
sorry,
I mean, burgers was fiction to go up to $35-$40 a meal.
yeah,
Just to pay
they
that
already
$20.
are.
Well, yeah, down here it's $15 for a fucking
Yeah,
meal.
that's what it is for us too. So, but
It's but yeah, and well, you see, when they moved it up to 20 out there, it was in a week or two later, they were talking about 30. And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It's just, oh well, that's not enough. We still can't afford to eat. Well, no shit, you can't afford to eat.
Well, no,
People
because
got
it's
paid more and had more money before the for the whole minimum wage thing. In all reality, the this again shows how racist the Democrats really are.
mm-hmm,
Because doing things like the minimum wage, doing uh, the minimum wage thing was actually because too many white people were getting pissed off at the fact that there were so many skilled black laborers who were getting paid more money than they were.
well, you know what? Raise your skill level. You'll get
Well,
paid.
yeah, that's
I
the
mean, it's
logical
simple.
and best thing to do. But no, I don't want to do that. Let's just get the politicians to come along here and go, oh, we need to have a minimum wage. And so they would raise the minimum wage, which then cut the black folk out
Right.
and cause them to become to lose a lot of their income. I mean, yeah, we had the Tulsa race riots, but at the same time, those race riots happened in a place that that had more millionaires per square mile
Mm-hmm.
than New York.
Dang, that's crazy.
And they were all black millionaires.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
No, it was great, but it happened back in 1921. A They had a black kid who got a finger pointed at him, and that was, and I'm sure there are more details in this, but from everything that I've ever heard about it, is a black kid rode in an elevator with a girl, and the girl claimed that the boy touched her.
Oh.
And from there, they burnt down and massacred the everybody in the Greenwood district.
Right. But you see,
There's something that doesn't add up onto that, because that just seems, and maybe it's just I'm going because of the generation that I grew up in, where I hung around with a whole bunch of black kids whenever I'd go to Dallas. I mean, I lived over off of Military Parkway. I mean, sorry, there's a lot of black kids living, hanging out. I was a flake of salt in a sea of pepper. And I had a dang good time. I didn't have any problems.
Right.
I mean, most of the problems that happened was a little bit later, as the values of the property started to drop.
Right.
And all of a sudden, mom would come home about once every other month, and there'd be a big ass boot print on her front door. And they had run off with a television or something else.
Right.
And that's when she was like, going, all right, we're done here. We're going to just cut our losses and move to a better part of town.
But see, that's the thing. You know, what I'm saying though, is just in the last 10 years, not 100 years,
right.
in the last 10 to 15 years, all these people saying, oh, I can't make a livable wage. I can't make a livable wage. Ladies and gentlemen, let me fucking remind you.
That's your government that's responsible for that.
2020. January 6th, 2020, or January 20th, 2020, $1.86 gas, cheap ass food prices, and you voted in inflation.
Yeah,
you voted in all this bullshit. So you did it to yourself.
That is something where you do point the government finger at the government, and sadly, you have to point to the oldest dude in the room right now, because he is the one who actually was like. He had the ability to go, stop printing money. Yeah. No, we're not going to be handing out any more millions, trillions of dollars. Oh,
keep Ukraine,
I'm sorry. I would love to be able to help you, but we ain't got no freaking money, man.
Right.
So what did you do with the however $100 billion that we've given you so far?
Right.
What have you done with it? Oh, well, we've lost it. Well, not my fault. Go find that shit. Spend it properly.
But see, this is what I'm saying. The previous 4 years, we was able to buy food, buy gas, live, and still have money left over in our pocket.
A little bit, yeah.
Not much, but I mean, now, how much do you have in your pocket to live by?
Even less. Minus $2.35 as of right now, and that's just because I think Hulu ran off their funds for the
but
I'm getting paid tomorrow, so
right but no, still
you're not getting paid tomorrow.
I am.
No, you're not. Bill collectors are getting paid tomorrow.
Well, bill collectors are also getting paid tomorrow. Yeah.
So, right.
Yeah. Well, you're just transferring it from one entity to another. Yeah, well, I get to do the same thing tomorrow. My damn self.
Minus the $30 that I divide off onto my deep freeze accounts. So
onto your what accounts?
My deep freeze accounts. I've got one that is I throw $15 over into stash, and that just allows me to be able to do a little bit of investing, and just I'm not anything to get rich off of. It's just something to hold a little bit of money on for just in case. Is there a big emergency type of thing? It still takes me about 13 days, or not even 13 days. It takes me about 5 days to be able to get the money back. And then I've got some crypto that's what's called staked, and that takes 14 days for it to be unstaked for me to be able to use. So we have to really plan ahead to decide, all right, we're going to utilize this money at this time.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, no, see, that's the thing though. I mean, we've had times in the last 30 years to where, we've had a livable wage. We've had money in our pocket.
Oh yeah.
And it seems like about every 8 years people get freaking stupid and has the attention span of a gnat.
Oh yeah.
And then they whine and cry for 4 or 8 years. Oh, we need change. We need change. That's what freaking Obama ran on and won twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
fine.
That's actually what Trump ran on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's change back to where we were before, where America was producing their own crap.
And that's the thing. In 4 short years, we
We were
had
producing our
started
own oil. That's for damn sure.
exactly. And
I mean, hell, he cranked out so much, he helped create so much oil that there was actually a glut to where I still love in March. It was like there was a dip to where they actually would had to have paid you to take oil off their hands. You could have done $25. You could have received $25 a barrel.
Yep.
that would have been awesome.
Yeah. If I knew that was actually possible, I would have gone off and like, all right, yeah, I'm going to grab $2 million worth of oil and
right. But no, you see, that's the thing though. And then everyone gets, like I said, gets stupid. And then here we go, inflation through the roof, unemployment goes through the roof, and then they say they have to pass laws. Okay, they freaking pass laws. Oh yeah, it's all coming down. See, I'm doing something. No, the hell you ain't. You was in the problem in the first fucking place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they like to try to brag about they had the greatest job rebound or created,
bullshit.
the most jobs. It's like, well, yeah, you shut everybody down for 2 freaking years.
Yeah, hello.
And then you're like, all right, well, y'all come back in. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at all this job growth. No, and you didn't get all the jobs back. A lot of people were just like, oh, well, fuck this shit. I don't have to work anymore. I'm not going to work. I'm just going to go hang out. And you look, I mean, Oklahoma City, you can see where the homeless are.
Right.
You if the left love the poor so damn much and love the environment as much as they claim, they would be making sure that the poor was as uncomfortable as possible. Because the moment they stop being uncomfortable is when they start gathering together, and you can tell where the homeless encampments are because there's shit and trash thrown everywhere. And it's like, okay, I get paper might be a decent insulator in the wintertime, but Jesus Christ, man, if you're that poor, you shouldn't have that much stuff strewn around.
Right.
And it's insane. You can just drive. I mean, going through Dallas underneath the bridge overpasses just irritates the booger out of me. And you see them in the green spaces and granted, tweaker ingenuity is amazing because some of these encampments, I mean, these people have got walls and a roof and a little yard. And it's like, come on, man.
And it's waterproof too.
Oh yeah, it's waterproof. And I understand. Yeah, the houses are stupid expensive right now. Way too damn expensive.
Yep, they are.
And a lot of that is one, because thanks again to our esteemed President Biden, but also because we've had people like BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard going off and picking up huge swaths of property because they are part of the World Economic Forum where you will own nothing and you will like it.
Yeah.
They don't want you to own anything. They want you to pay rent on your house. Yeah. They want everybody to rent. There's people out there who actually talk about how they rent everything. They don't own a television. They rent the television. They rent their bed. They rent the house that they're in. They rent the car. They rent this and they rent that and they rent.
You can rent clothes.
The only thing they don't rent is the air they breathe, and that's just in the water they drink. But at the same time, they're going to pee that out eventually, anyhow.
Right? No, hold it. Water. No, people rent it because some people, that's all they drink is bottled water. And of course that's always rented because like you said, you drink it, it's coming out one way or another.
You only get to hold on to it for a little bit.
Right.
It's like a beer.
I know, man, pissing me off, man. I spent $3 for a fucking beer and 10 minutes later it's like, well, there it goes.
Right out.
It's like, that's just rude, man.
So
I got to pay you $3 to lose it.
Exactly. All right. Now this is just something that my mind was blown on. And this is just kind of a fun deal. But send in the clowns, the clown music. You've heard it. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
yeah.
dun. You know what that song is actually called?
No.
How about you, dude?
No.
You're not ever going to look at this the same way ever again. It is called Entry of the Gladiators. Boy, doesn't that just sound like it's a strong, an amazing guy. Yeah, here comes the gladiators. I mean, come on. These are the dudes who are supposed to be lopping heads off in the middle of a coliseum.
Wow.
But it's written by, and I'm purposely going to ruin this dude's name just because it's spelt so weird. But the composer's name is Julius Fuckick, Fucik. I think it's Fuckick. I'm going to say it's Fuckick because hell, it's fun to say.
Yeah, Buick.
Or Fuick. Yeah, it could be Fuick. We've got a veterinarian that we go to, and his name is Dr. Fox, but it's Fuch.
Oh, Fuchs.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's Doctor. He says it's Fox, and so
Okay.
we're always Dr. Fox. So.
Oh, that's my pain management doc up in Des Moines had Fuch.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not common.
No, but I mean, yeah.
So anyway, the composer, when was it written?
It was written 1897. Czech composer, and yeah, the song, it sounds like this. So and somehow all of a sudden clowns are now used to be gladiators, but now they're clowns, and it just is just fascinated by that. Just the fact that it was the entry of the gladiators, and no.
Well, hey,
well, clowns can be scary, so.
Well, that, yeah, but you see, clowns never used to be scary. That was Hollywood that did that. But
Yeah, that was
just to let you know, when you played that audio clip, it didn't really come through that time.
Oh, it didn't come through that time.
Yeah, no. I mean, it might on the audio.
No, if you didn't hear it, then no one else is going to hear it. So, all right. Well,
I just thought I'd let you know because see, I don't have that one on here yet.
It wasn't muted. Oh, I could have. I guess I could have Bluetooth through my phone, but nah, I ain't gonna sweat that.
Oh, it's so good, but that is weird that tune was played for like gladiators, like Spartans,
the guys thought it was about.
Just think, a freaking Roman soldier walking out in a fucking Colosseum ready to do battle to that song. I just can't see that.
I don't see it, don't get it, don't understand it. So,
I mean, it's okay. Yeah, I don't.
So,
I don't
yeah, just what those cool things. It's kind of like the whole time warp type of thoughts, like Abraham Lincoln. Crap, I can't remember who it is now. See here. See it. I got it in here. Let me jump over to. All right. Let's see here. Where did that go? Let's see here. Let's run over to. Maybe I had it under docs.
Yeah. See, I'm lost. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, yeah. There we go. Yeah, fax machines, samurais, and Lincoln. They all existed at the exact same time.
Okay, I could see Samurais and I could see Lincoln, but how did a fax machine?
Okay. Samurais stopped existing in 1870.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Lincoln was born in 1865.
Okay.
Fax machines were first created in 1846. And what they did is they used the telegraph and they used a chemical process to actually convert the whatever they're transmitting into the electrical impulses that could be received through the telegraph lines.
That was
So
the early RIDI then. Radio teletype. That was the early RIDI.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. See, because you see back, I mean, it's not used as much anymore. For a while it was used, but the RIDI signal, analog signal over ham radio.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I loved it because it was like you could sit there and type on a keyboard. Okay. Type out a conversation and hit enter. You know, once you got to the end of the line, hit enter and keep typing, and it would keep sending. And you could wind up sending a whole long paragraph if you wanted. I mean, normally we didn't, we just sent a couple sentences, and then you pause and wait, and then the station you was talking to, they would do the same thing back, and it would go from your computer to your radio, out the antenna, over to the other antenna in the radio, and through. It was cool as shit. I loved it. I mean, I loved it.
Sounds like a Mars unit in the Army.
Yeah, it is. In fact, the digital modes that ham radio uses now are basically the older military or Mars, the older systems, because Mars and the military have stepped up to the newer protocols, and they let ham radio have a couple of their older protocols like FT8, FT4. RIDI's still available, but a lot of people don't use RIDI. But I love RIDI. I always have. But sorry, I had to geek out for a minute.
No.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We're still able to from time to time throw in Rich's ham sandwich. So,
well, that's the thing. I looked at my logbook, and it's been well over a month since I've been on the radio.
Well, what the hell is your problem?
I know.
I don't know, man. I got to fix it.
You know what he's going
to
do tomorrow?
You were getting ready for Stubborn and a couple other things.
Well, that and the sunspots have been they're still acting up.
In fact, blame it on the sunspots. There you go. Blame it on the sunspots.
No, I got proof, man. I got proof. I show you. I got proof. Yeah, tomorrow and the 28th and 29th, there's a G1 storm fixing to come through. So it don't look that bad. Maybe I could play tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see.
That's just reducing your range is all, right?
Oh no, if it's bad enough, it'll freaking knock out communications, dude.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it'll but see, a G1 storm, it would make it hard to get out. I'd say I could probably get as far as East Texas and maybe as far north as Indiana, and that'd be about it. I mean, yeah, it does shorten my range quite a bit, and and my scope, when it's that high. But I don't know. I'll look at it tomorrow.
Well, okay. I was gonna say, I don't do ham sandwiches. I do bologna. So,
Well, sorry, but we're not going to be doing anything about the dude's baloney. Not looking at dude's baloney at all. I mean, we are for adults, but we're not going boom chicka wow wow type of adult. Not doing that one, man. Sorry. That's a hard no. No.
I totally am lost now. Then I guess
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
understand. I don't understand a damn thing you just tried to explain. But I guess I'll leave it with that.
I lost the dude.
I can't do it
You
as
know,
good as dude can.
no.
There you go. See, I need that sound tone on here.
Okay.
I'll get
Well,
it.
sometime in the future, we'll while we're doing something, you can just record it. Meow.
Okay, that's a good take right there. I'll just pull it out of the recording when I get it and
Okay, there you go.
save it and put it as a button so you can do it or I can hit it or whatever. If I get lost, because yeah, sometimes I get lost, I do hide it very well most of the time. But
I
not
don't. I
always.
sit there and wander around Walmart going, where in the hell did she go?
Your best bet is to go back up front, sit down on the bench, and
On
just
the
wait.
bench. Just sit there and just sit with the other old guys.
Right.
They've taken the benches out of our Walmarts.
Oh, rude. No
that
way.
is.
Yeah,
Thankfully,
way.
ours hasn't. Ours.
Yeah, they took the
tires
old
on
man
it.
benches out. Yeah.
That's just rude, man. I don't care who
That's
you
not
are.
even fair to the old men because, sorry, they have to sit down and talk to people for a little while.
Right.
Yep.
Because
Requirement of the gender.
well, yeah. Wife's gonna spend 3 hours in there. And guys ain't gonna spend that with their wives in Walmart.
No, they'd rather sit at the front and sit that back and watch all the girls come walking by.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
God, that was so funny. There's been several times where it's fun to just people watch. I love doing the people watching thing.
Yeah, that is
Uh-huh.
fun.
And to go to Walmart, I mean, granted, Walmart is the mecca for people watching just because you get a lot of just normal folks. You also catch, I mean, like with coaching and stuff, I find it interesting to watch people's emotional reactions to stuff. So
Mhm.
when they get themselves all wrapped up in their thoughts and they start getting a little heated and frustrated and stuff, I find that fascinating to just watch the drama work out just because of a thought. But it's also funny just to stand back and yeah, we've got a couple old men. I mean, when I say old men, I'm saying like 78, 80, 85, just a little old men. And they'll be sitting there and they'll sit down on the bench for a bit and they'll be talking and they'll be talking to the other guy that's sitting there and all of a sudden you'll see them both stop as some girl walks by and they're watch them go by. And then they go back talking just like it's just like, yeah. I know what you're looking at.
Hey, I mean, they're still living, so they ain't dead yet.
They did, yeah. So
man, I offended myself. Daggone. Wow. Fuck.
that was wrong, a bit ripe, huh?
Yeah, wasn't expecting that one. Be still my heart. Damn. Okay. Be glad y'all weren't here. That was, goddamn, that was rough.
Gonna get knocked from the police. Got reports of foul smells emanating from there. We need to investigate to make sure everyone is still alive.
Barely.
Well,
but
they're still letting Trump talk. So
really,
yeah, he's still talking. The last 3 times I've looked, actually, he's been talking. So okay. I don't know. Maybe Biden fell asleep and they've got him chained into the. No, he's just standing there looking. He's looking lost. Biden's looking a bit lost. He's like,
That's
what's he talking about?
that's
I need. Was that
that's
vanilla pudding? What?
well, that's his first problem, Nilla pudding. You need nanner pudding. Nanner pudding with Nilla wafers. Oh my
Well,
God.
vanilla pudding with nano wafers. Yeah, that's good.
No. Nanner pudding. Nanner pudding.
Oh, banana pudding.
Yeah. With vanilla wafers. Screwed.
Vanilla wafers.
No. Hell yeah, dude. And yeah, oh man, oh God. It's been a long time since I had some of that.
Yeah,
Long time.
with your nanner pickles.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. With banana pickles. I don't know where the hell that came from last.
I don't either, but that was just when I heard that, I was just like, ah, God, yeah, this is.
So
So-
that's some of the shit I come up with, man.
Oh heck yeah! So all right, well, go ahead and I guess we'll start getting ourselves a little bit wrapped up here, because we've been going for 2.5 hours, which we've got about 40
Yeah.
minutes of that, a pre-show for the
Right.
Twitch folks. So, but anyhow, so all right. So, any last words before we start doing the big wrap up? Anything from either one of y'all right off the bat?
No, I mean, well, here, hang on a second. No, not really. Ain't. I think I'm good for right now. Until next week.
All right.
Yep.
Let's see here.
I think I'm good until next week
All right.
because half my time, of course, I sit around lurking in the shadows, just going, meow.
So, all right. Well, I do want to say that we did get a boost from some dude named Relaxed Mel who sent 2,222, a row of ducks boost over and said, "What's a nanner pickle?" So, Rich, would you like to explain to folks what a nanner pickle is?
Well, that's a nanner pickle. Honestly, I don't know because I meant to say nanner pepper, and I guess I was thinking about pickles, and so I just nanner pickles came out, but actually I was meaning nanner peppers. 'Cause I love nanner peppers. They're just awesome. But yeah, so I've never had a nanner pickle. If I ever do, I will tell you how it tastes.
What is the texture of a nanner pickle? So,
As soon as I find out, I will let you know.
well, it's kind of like I was Walmart. I don't know, it's probably about a month or so ago. I've still got a picture of it just because it was just blew me away and just befuddled me. But it's awesome. The plantain bananas, those great big ones that are in stuff. And on there is a sticker that says tastes great boiled.
Really?
Yeah. I'll throw it up. It'll be in the show notes.
Okay.
But yeah, tastes great boiled. I'm like going,
I've
oh
never
God,
had-
no. I mean,
I've
that's
never
got to be
had
worse than boiled
nanners.
okra. I'm not a fan of boiled. The only way I like boiled okra is if it's in gumbo,
Right.
and that's the only way I'll take boiled okra. If it's just straight up boiled okra for some other thing,
Right.
it's just
Fried
nasty.
okra is good.
Fried okra. Oh no, you don't get. Yeah, I've taken several pounds of okra and fried it up and just all day long, just nosh on it,
Right.
and stuff. But yeah, no.
But,
And I've had fried banana. Fried banana's good. Boiled banana.
see,
Ah,
That just didn't sound right.
And I mean, granted, plantain bananas don't have any flavor anyhow.
Right. Well, that's true. They don't.
And so you're eating just, I don't know. I don't even know what the texture is, but I just get a my brain just wants to go, no, stay away. That stuff is going to be decomposed slime, just nah, bleh. And
Well, see, that's weird. What would you use that juice for, though? I mean, I don't get that.
I don't either. I haven't been brave enough to search what in the hell you do with boiled bananas.
That just didn't sound right. Boiled bananas. That just didn't sound like.
Apparently, according to Search Labs AI overview, thanks to Google, they say boiled bananas can be a healthy snack that can help with digestion. I also have a savory flavor, potato-like texture when cooked and seasoned. Here's a recipe for boiled green bananas.
Huh. Really?
Boil for 25 or until they are tender. Bananas are tender to start with.
That's what I thought.
Well, green bananas. Okay. Again, boiled green bananas.
Yeah, but
So I guess you have to boil them green, but these weren't green.
oh, and they have been shown to help with diarrhea.
So does pumpkin. I would rather eat a can of pumpkin
Oh, hell yeah, we too.
than boiled banana. Because
Right.
yeah, that's ooh, yeah. So, I mean, hell, I get my dogs canned pumpkin at times when they're trotting a little too much. So, but anyhow, so Ron, you got any great words of wisdom that you'd like to share?
Not really.
The suspense was killer. It was like, oh shit,
I know,
did he
right?
fall off? Is
I
he
know.
gone? Is he coming back?
I was like, what? Did he take a nap? There was such a long pause,
And he wasn't muted, so I was like, going, shoot, what's going on here? So, and all I can now see is that Ron was trying to pour a glass of tea or something. It's like, shit, goddamn.
No,
For the phone.
actually, I was trying to eat a cookie.
Oh, there you go.
And my mouth was full.
Ron and his cookies. Oh my god. You don't mess with the man's cookies.
You don't mess with the man's cookies. So anyhow, so all right, yeah, we've had what I just gave y'all there was actually an example of what a boost was. And just wanted to kind of reiterate. I know we talked about it for a brief moment at the beginning because, yeah, man, love to see if y'all could help Ron out so that we could all three get together and do a show in the on the same stage. Which is probably where we'd end up doing it. And just let everybody there just be bored with us talking to ourselves and in public as everyone else got to watch on and drink and enjoy their nights. But because what we're doing is we're going to on July 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, we're going to be down right where Rich was earlier, down in Moyers, Oklahoma, but this time we're doing it for a charity that just likes to get vets together. And all three of us are vets, and we actually all met over there. I knew Rich beforehand, but Rich is the one that included me into the Tears family. And then at the same time, then while we were down there, we ran across old dude, and the rest is, as they say, is history. And so yeah, we've been
pretty much
conversation for since 2021. And so yeah, I've been doing it for a bit and
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
a hell of a time doing it. And good to see that the following year they're going to be moving the date back to October. That's
That's stubborn. Yeah.
oh, they're moving Stubborn to October. Oh,
Stubborn. Yeah.
I
No,
I
no.
thought y'all were actually going to move Tears to October. And I was like,
We
yes.
I tried to talk about that today, but that's not being even thought about until after the event next month.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So there's not an update for Tears, but yeah, Stubborn got moved back to October, which
Okay.
it should have been, but we won't go there.
So, but so yeah, we've got so we've been meeting over at Moyer's for past
This will be our third year.
third year at yeah, because yeah, in 2021 we actually did was over in Birds Adventure Center and in Arkansas, which was a lot of fun
Yeah.
and stuff. Enjoyed the heck out of that. And had a probably the most memorable inspirational motivational speech known to man. And
right, right.
and stuffs. But this time when I go, I'm just going to go I'm planning on paying my way and just being a loaf and enjoying the whole time and stuff.
But
So I
we're
go
still going
over.
to podcast.
Oh heck yeah, we've got the podcast thing. We're definitely gonna be throwing it up on the stage and getting that all taken care of because that's gonna be it's been just always fun just to be able to get together and hang out with the guys. And we all are we look like we've been caught in a rainstorm
Right.
the whole 4 days we're there. It never does rain, but we look like we're caught in a rainstorm because we're all old guys who just sweat.
Profusely.
Profusely is too light of a word. Um, and I don't know what'd be a more fitting word, but that's the closest we can get. But yeah, we're always thank God there's a creek nearby or a river so that we can actually kind of gas the fish out with our body odor. But
right.
I mean, they do have showers and stuff there, but at the same time, just go hang out in the river for a couple of hours. Always.
And plus we get to hang out with other veterans, listen to some live music, and just enjoy being with our brothers and sisters,
Right.
because we miss that. All of us miss being in the military, miss the camaraderie.
Yeah.
And so that's why we do this.
Yeah. The majority of reason that I personally believe that vets have such a high suicide rate is because they don't have the connection.
Exactly.
They
That
they were
that is part of it. Yes.
yeah, they were shoved into these little for in instances of navies, they were shoved into these giant tin cans with, a whole bunch of other people. You got to know who your bunk mates were. You were stacked three high. So,
Mhm.
you had your own coffin rack and everybody else had their coffin rack. And so there was like 6 to 12 guys that lived in this one in a little row of bunks. And so you had to get around to getting along with guys. And granted, the one guy who was below me hated me, and I was not, and there was no love lost for him either. So couldn't stand OS1 Lamaster. I'm sure he's a great guy these days. Haven't seen him, but at the same time, yeah, there was lots of resentment,
Animosity.
tremendous amounts I mean, oh my God, there's a lot of animosity and
Man, listen to me breaking out the big words tonight.
oh God, yeah, just
I mean, that's what, like, the third one.
yeah, you
It's
just
like,
become
shit.
Captain Dictionary here. So
I need to stop.
Yeah, because
You're gonna start expecting it. It's like today's word of the day is
What's up, dude?
discombobulated.
you're gonna be broke
Right.
spending all that kinds of money for all those big words.
Big word.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna
So,
be a poor white boy again.
so, but
And
it,
white and white, yeah.
Well, I've been wearing shorts now, so I'm trying to work on my whiteness, not to be so white.
he's not gonna be white. He'll be egg white. He'll be eggshell. It's
Hey,
not
there
quite
you-
blinding white. It's just a little white, just a
right.
little off white. So
Yeah. Right. Right now it's blinding white.
yeah, it's
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
you disappear in the picture light, white. You just
Yeah. Take a picture of my legs. Just the light just blows the picture out.
blows the picture out. So
Yeah, kind of like snow blindness,
yeah,
Right.
but
Yeah.
leg
Yeah, dude.
blindness.
So, but yeah, so we're going to be heading out over there. And I mean, honestly, guys, if anybody listening to this would like to be able to head on over to Moyer's, they would love to have you there. Tickets are not expensive. They are $25 for you to go in. If you're a veteran, they actually are allowed to be free. If you want to go in and just be free, do it for free. They've even got veteran camping spot, and the veteran camping spots are how much? Do you remember, Rich?
The veteran camping is free.
Oh, is it veteran camping free?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I pay for mine just so that I ensure that they stay in business. So I was
Well, yeah,
okay.
the cabins, they only have one veterans cabin that
right.
that they will give up for free. The rest of them, they're rented, but they're in the veterans area where veterans, if they bring out a tent and, you tent or glamp, that spot is free.
Yeah. Now, the veterans cabin's free, and they have they have a big long, basically mobile home that's been totally redone for disabled veterans, which is free. And the other cabins varies in prices. And if there's no space in the veterans area to camp, if you have to camp outside the veterans area, all veterans get a 10% discount on camping or anything they buy
Right.
at the store. So, I mean, either way, you still get a discount, even if you can't get in to the veterans area.
So, and a lot of the places, even if you're someone who needs electricity, wants electricity, likes to have some type of electrical item like a fan blowing on you or something like that, they actually even have electrical camping areas that have got a central plug-in spot, and then you've got four different camps that are all abutted up to that corner. So
number 27, 28, and 29 have the electric in the veterans area. So
okay.
So if you got those, you could camp for free and have electric and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or just get a couple long extension cords from wherever you're at and run it to the nearest cord.
Those campgrounds. So
right. Because it's hot in July.
Amen to that. So, but all right. Well, guys, I want to say thanks so much for y'all taking the time listening. Those who came by, listened on the live show through through whatever your modern podcasting app. If you don't have a modern podcasting app, you can go to newpodcastapps.com, and that will actually take you over to the podcasting apps that you can go through, look. Fountain is a great app to use if you don't want to use that. There's I like Podcast Guru also. That's become my favorite or my go-to one to use now. They got the smart list figured out and working, and so yay. So I went ahead and converted over to that. I had a little problem with Cast-O-Matic in that it clipped in a real funny way whenever you tried to speed up. Because I like to listen about 1.5 speed.
Mm-hmm.
And so to but when you do that, and you do also, when you do just the speed up of 1.5, you'll hear people talk, but there's a little bit of a clipping, cutting off of certain sounds and stuff. And that
Right.
it wasn't noticeable all the time, but there was times where I could just click, I would hear it, and it would just,
Drive you up a
bug
wall.
me.
Yeah.
And then you get, they also had a great feature called the gap zapper, so that if somebody was talking and they then started talking, they would take that gap out.
Right.
And they actually had one that where it was just moderate, where they would just kind of truncate the silence, maybe 50% or whatever. And then there was another one where it was extreme, and boy, they would take it and take all the silences out. And that got real bad also. I mean, if talk about the clipping being out of control, that was out of control. And so I couldn't do it. And I got around to listening to everybody on just normal speed, and forever to get used to listening to everybody, because I would hear something and used to going in 1.5 speed. There's some songs that have got some good jam to it. You're like, dun, 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 dun. You're like, all right. And then you go in normal speed, and it's dun, 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 dun. You're like, holy crap, what the hell? I'm drunk.
or high.
Or high or something. And so it takes a good while to get around to listening to some of the guys, because they'd all be talking real fast and all of that, and then all of a sudden they're talking just real normal, and I'm just going, oh my God, man, what's up with all the gaps and dead air? And then it's gotten me to think, it's like, well, is that why I've been so nervous about the dead air gaps in my podcast? Is because I've been listening to everybody on 1.5 speed with the gap zapper, and I'm, it's just, is that something I gotta start knocking off? Because does it not sound natural that I'm just talking and I just have all these words that are coming out of my mouth without long pauses in them? And and so it's just one of those. But anyhow, so guys, there are some great apps out there, some great podcasting 2.0 apps. And now these don't just necessarily allow you to spend money for us. You can send us money. Love for you to send us money. Be grateful for if you sent us money. But also with the podcasting 2.0 app, you get to see who's on the show. If you go to if you look at the app, at the episode, like this app or this episode that's going live, you'll see who is actually in this episode. So it is me, it is Rich, it is the dude. And if we had somebody else on here, we could actually add that somebody else in there. And so you could actually see who all is in the show. Mm-hmm. You can actually find out what their name is. So you hear a guest who you really like, and they've got a podcasting 2.0 app or a podcasting 2.0 compliant show, they can actually put up, hey, Jonathan's here. And if you liked Jonathan a lot, you could actually boost the show, and Jonathan can get a portion of the money. So you're kind of saying, hey, I like Jonathan. I want to send Jonathan a little bit of money too. And so you can actually go through and share. And we also, whenever you whenever you boost us, whatever the show, the artist is at the start of the show, they catch 10% of what we send to them, or whatever y'all send to us. They automatically off the top, even before we even have a chance to take it, they get 10%. So we split our stuff up after that. So we only get, so if you sent 100 Satoshis, the musician automatically gets 10, and then we divide up the extra 90.
Yep.
So and why? Because, well, the musician is putting that music out so that they hope to be able to make a little bit of money off of it. I want to help the musicians, because the musicians are busting their butt. We're just three heads and a brain just standing around here going, yeah, yep, and talking. While musicians who they actually take the time to figure out, all right, well, does this sound good? Dunk it, dunk it, dunk it, dunk it, dunk it, dunk it, dunk it. Nope, that doesn't sound good. Let's try this one.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
Yeah. So,
You know,
got a
whatever.
little brown
Yeah.
chicken, brown cow going on, and it worked. And they find something that works. It's like, all right, now I got to do the work of figuring out what the lyrics are going to be. And so there's a lot of work that goes into producing the song. And so I'd love to be able to give them some money, let them tell them, hey, I appreciate what you're doing. You may not know me from Adam, but I definitely know your songs and I enjoy the hell out of them.
Yep,
and
exactly.
To be able to do stuff like that is great. And I'd love to be able to help more musicians actually get into podcasting 2.0, get over onto RSS Blue or Wave Lake and let them start being able to create some revenue, make some money. Granted, again, you're not going to get rich, but you're going to catch a hell of a lot more money than you would with Spotify.
Oh,
I mean, come on. If Snoop Dogg, who has 2 billion plays of his songs, only gets $43,000, something's off on that.
People are greedy.
Yeah,
and that's Spotify, YouTube, and hugely all these others. Yeah, so yeah. I mean, that's always that's why I like this podcasting 2.0. But it's still early, and people will get to knowing it more and more.
Oh yeah, our show is still growing. We're going ever so slowly up to the right, but we are gathering more. So, but
as long as we don't go to the left, I'm good.
Yeah, if we start going to the left, then I'm going to wonder what in the hell's going on here.
Right.
So, but this is a podcasting. This is a value for value show, and what that means is not only would we like to have you send us treasure, send us money, whether it's fiat currency in the form of a PayPal donation or to through Satoshis, streaming Satoshis, boostergrams, where you send a message. Because if we see that you shot a message and you're wanting to know what an anner pickle is, we'll answer the question. We'll answer up. Hey, well, this is what an anner pickle is, and yeah, you don't want it because it's a banana that's been pickled and it's gross, and disgusting, and you don't want it, man. So, and we'll give you our full review live on the show. And that is something else. That's if you've got a podcasting 2.0 app, you can actually boost us from the app, and we will see that. Hey, we got a boost on the that came in. This is the question. This is what we got, and so we can actually go through and see. Hey, this is what they're this is how much was sent. This is how much they this is what they want to know, and we can reply live on the air. We can go, hey, yeah, this is what an anner pickle is, dude, and you just sent it to us 5 minutes ago. We got the notification. Okay, right. This is what an anner pickle is, blah, 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 blah. And then you reply back, well, that sounds really gross. And we could go, you're right. It's horrible. It sounds absolutely terrible. And we can have a circle, an instant feedback loop going on. And that's one of the beautiful things about podcasting 2.0. But the other thing, not only about the treasure, but if you've got your time or if you've got a particular talent, say you're great at graphic design, you're a great artist and you would like to be able to help in that way, then you can send us our artwork. And if you want to know what size the artwork needs to be no more than 3,000 by 3,000. All right. It's 3,000 by 3,000 square. And it has to be a square just because that's what the apps require.
What the Apple guides want.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's just all it is.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of
freaking apps. You can go with the smaller one, but Apple iTunes wants 3,000 by 3,000.
Well, you could do 3,000 by 3,000 at the most. No, yeah. But I would say the smallest you want is about 1,500 by 1,500, about half that size. But that also allows, because most screens have got a decent resolution now. So you want to be able to, the 3,000 to 2,000 is a great size just so that we can actually see what it is that you've actually designed. But if you design something, you put it up and we use it, guess what? We're going to be sharing our boostergrams with you And that will actually stay with the show, that particular episode, for the duration of the show. So 5 years down the road, somebody sends 20,000 sats. Guess what? You're going to
You get
get a
some.
portion of that 20,000 sats.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't plan on scraping anybody off unless I come across somebody who's just an absolute weirdo, and then I'll just tell them, sorry, I'll take their image off, and just I'll also say,
Right.
dude, you're done. But
But you see, that's the thing, you know. I mean, if you can help out with chapter art, you know,
yeah,
episode art or editing or whatnot, reach out to us, rchelson@gmail.com or circlecast@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to talk with you.
love to talk with you. You want to get information from Dude, because there's still people who think that he is part of SEAL Team 6 3/4, and so you can ask questions about him. Just go ahead and shooting Rich an email, or me an email, and we'll make sure to pass that information, that question over to him, and he can answer it live on the air next week.
Yep.
So
yeah, please ask your questions, because we will make sure Dude gets them.
So,
'Cause,
guys, with that, I'd like to say thanks again for listening. Rich, do you have any parting shots?
just thank you for listening. Y'all stay safe and keep listening. And yeah, reach out and talk to us. We would love to meet you.
Absolutely. All right.
That's all I got.
Dude, how about you? Got any parting shots that you'd like to share with the audience?
Yeah, a couple parting shots. Again, thank you for listening to our podcast. And also, as I will always state, if you have a veteran that is, you seem or seems to be not that person that they regularly are, there's a lot of depression amongst the veterans arena, and that's why we have the organization 20 Tears of the 22, because of the average suicide rate of veterans is 22 a day. If you know a veteran that is hurting, the best thing they can do, or the best thing that you can do, is just, most of the time they just want an ear to listen to what they have to say, or better yet, you know, strike up a conversation.
Absolutely.
You know what? You could probably find one hell of a friend just by striking up a conversation with a veteran.
That's right. Just ask how you doing.
Yep. That is exactly right.
So, all right. Well, guys, y'all have yourselves a good rest of the night. We'll go ahead and wrap this up so Ron can hit the hay, so I can hit the hay, and so Rich, I'm sure you're pretty much ready to go to bed again also. So
yeah, I am. I am not gonna lie. Yes, I am.
So, all right. Well, guys, thank you again for listening. Y'all take care. Appreciate everything y'all have done, and share this out. Share this out with your friends, your family. Share it out onto Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Mastodon and any other place that you're at, and let folks know that there's these three guys and they're just talking all sorts of bullshit, and you ought to hear what type of crazy things they're talking about next week, because then who knows, something's going to happen. Something we'll have something to talk about. So guys, with that, thanks again for listening. Y'all take care. See ya. Bye.
All right.
Later.
Bye.
All right. Do do do.